Purva Kandam. The Curse of Pulastya. In the previous chapter, we witnessed the origin of creation itself. From the cosmic sleep of Lord Vishnu arose Brahma, the four-faced creator. From Brahma emerged the Four Kumaras, the 11 Rudras, the 7 sages, and the Prajapatis who would carry creation forward. Among those 7 sages was Pulastya Maharshi, whose lineage would one day shape the destiny of Lanka itself. Today, we continue that story. Sometimes the greatest events in history begin not with wars or kingdoms, but with a curse. A curse uttered in anger, a search born out of love, and a meeting that would alter the future of Lanka forever. This is the story of Pulastya's tapas. Long ages had passed since the first creation. The order of the universe had become firmly established. The Devas, Asuras, Gandharvas, Kinpurushas, and Kinnaras had all come into existence, and conflicts between the Devas and Asuras had become increasingly common. It was during this period that Pulastya Maharshi once again set out to undertake deep meditation. Leaving behind his Dharma Patni Havirbhu, he journeyed to the region near Mount Meru and took residence at the ashram of the sage Tṛṇabindu. There, immersed in austerities, meditation, and Vedic recitation, the great sage devoted himself completely to penance. Time passed. Days became months, and months became years. Yet, Pulastya did not return. Anxious and distressed by her husband's prolonged absence, Havirbhu set out in search of him. Traveling through forests and hermitages, she wandered through the wilderness seeking her beloved husband. During one such journey, she was seen by a king named Tṛṇavindan. The king was without children and, moved by affection and compassion, accepted the young woman as his own daughter. Havirbhu, however, did not reveal her true identity to the king. Meanwhile, near Pulastya's hermitage, young maidens from neighboring ashrams would often come to bathe and spend time in the surrounding groves. These repeated interruptions disturbed the sage's penance. Annoyed by these distractions, Pulastya pronounced a curse. From this moment onwards, any woman who enters this place shall become pregnant. Having uttered the curse, the sage returned to his meditation. Unaware of this curse, Havirbhu continued her search through forests and hermitages. One day, her search finally came to an end. She found Pulastya Maharshi seated in deep meditation, immersed in Vedic recitation and tapas within his hermitage. Overwhelmed with joy at seeing her husband after such a long separation, he stood there silently, listening to the sacred chants and gazing upon him. And then something extraordinary happened. Through the power of Pulastya's own curse, Havirbhu instantly conceived. Shocked and distressed by the sudden turn of events, she informed King Tṛṇavindan, who had raised her as his daughter. The king quickly understood that this could only be the consequence of Pulastya's curse. With great concern, he took Havirbhu to the sage and explained everything that had happened. Pulastya, through his divine vision, immediately understood the truth. Recognizing both the circumstances and the workings of his own words, the sage accepted Havirbhu and brought her to live with him. Thus, what began as a curse ended in reunion. But this reunion was not merely the end of one story. It was the beginning of another. From this union would be born a child of extraordinary destiny, a child who would one day rise to become the ruler of Lanka. Long before Ravana became king, Lanka belonged to another, and that story begins in our next chapter.